You're watching a clip from the Club podcast.
Make sure you follow it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and give it a 5-star review.
So here you go. Here's a lovely clip from our podcast. Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the Club. We are sponsored by the wonderful people over at NordVPN. And NordVPN at this moment in time, it's their 11th birthday. They have some huge offers. You can get 4 months free, 30 days money back guarantee. All you have to do is head over to the nordvpn.com/the club. All you have to do is head over to nordvpn.com/the club to get a hold of these exclusive offers. Tell them the club sent you. If you haven't and you don't know what a VPN is, it helps you with your security online. And it also helps me with great stuff. Like when I was out in Dublin, I couldn't watch the Manchester United match on my usual subscription services. So what did I do? I chucked the VPN on. I made it think I was in the UK. Happy days. My subscription services worked on holiday. It's absolutely fantastic. So thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring us. Make sure you download the app and enjoy this clip.
Let's move on to Rookie of the Season.
Feels very American, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let's define rookie for the
We've
people
had to say it because I think we've had these debates before in podcasts, and sometimes the young player of the year in this country just is the best young player. And it doesn't take into the fact that, Ferguson at Brighton, for example, he's come out of nowhere. So he might not be at Saka's level, who's eligible to win it, for example. Phil Foden's won it a couple of times. But I can't sit here and say Haaland is the best young player in the league. I can't.
He qualifies as rookie, though.
Yeah,
because it's his first season as a Premier League rookie.
Maybe it's got to be someone that comes through the academy, like a Garnacho at United. He's done so well. He's gone under the radar. Ferguson at Brighton, as we said, he's signed a contract as well. Lavia.
Lavia, huge.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned Lavia. Wasn't he at sea?
Yeah, we got a buyback for 40 million quid.
Have you?
Yeah. Did you watch the Arsenal-Southampton game in terms of his performance?
Yeah, when he went off, they conceded the 2 goals as well.
He's got everything you need. If City don't sign him, it would be a very
I'd take him at United,
He'd start for you. He's better than Fred. Honestly, he's better than Fred at McTominay in midfield.
He's been absolutely unreal this season. And he is possibly Rookie of the Year, right? Because when we talk about Evan Ferguson, fantastic. I think he scored around 8 or 9 goals in around 20 appearances this season, which is incredible. Looks like a real good striker.
Big.
I love that he's Irish as well. He's been linked with United. I wouldn't mind seeing us having an Irish goal scorer at the club again. Longer the days since Norman Whiteside and that. But he's been absolutely smashing it, but he's got an injury recently.
Yeah, sure.
Only played 20 games. Same thing with Alejandro Garnacho. I think Alejandro Garnacho has been absolutely fantastic for Manchester United. When you look at his winning goal against Fulham, he's reminiscent of Cristiano Ronaldo there in 2007. He scored crucial goals in cup competitions as well for Manchester United. He's always a threat when he comes off the bench, beating his defender and, creating opportunities, cutting inside and all. He's a fantastic, incredible footballer. He's going to be playing, I think, at the Under-20s World Cup, which is coming up for Argentina as well. And I think he'll absolutely tear that up as well. Garnacho's fantastic, but he has been injured for the last 3, 4, 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And is probably going to be injured for most of the remainder of the season. So it's difficult to then go, here's Rookie of the Season when he's missed so much football. Evan Ferguson the same. Although I think based on pure ability, both of those guys could be top of the list.
Yeah, for me, I think Rico Lewis is very similar to what you've just said. Obviously, I know Garnacho and Ferguson have had injuries. Rico Lewis for Man City, he hasn't had injuries, but he's actually adopted a system at City of the inverted fullback. He did it to such a good extent that Guardiola got John Stones, Nathan Ake copying him, and then he couldn't get back in the side because John Stones is doing it to such a good level. And that's not to discredit Rico Lewis, because at 18 he was bossing it against Chelsea in massive games in cup runs and getting us back into the Premier League title race. Rico Lewis came in. He was popping the ball around first time like a little Philip Lahm at Bayern Munich. He did it to such an unbelievable level that I think he single-handedly kick-started City's title race to get us back in it. Don't forget, we were miles off the pace in and around that kind of World Cup time. We had FA Cup games against Chelsea, so many games. And Rico Lewis came in. He kept it simple. He knocked it first time into people's feet. So easy. He's an easy footballer. He did it to such a good level that actually the whole City side, their form rose, and then he couldn't get back in the side. So it's similar to kind of Ferguson and Garnacho, because some of these players actually don't play enough football to maybe warrant it.
What you're saying is he was so good he got dropped.
But you're right. You're kind of right. You're right. He was so good at influencing City to get back to the high level that we should be at.
Because there was a period in time where City were getting results, But like when you drew against Forest, where you weren't...
Ugly.
It was a bit ugly. Everything wasn't going right for
Yeah.
you. There was a few injuries, and Rico Lewis was a huge part of kind of stabilising you. Bajcetic, I think, deserves a mention. Liverpool fans will be sat at home screaming at their
like a
laptops
proper
and stuff. Very good. Again, injuries halted his season. We have to go Lavia, don't we?
Yeah, Lavia for me, boss it against
23
Arsenal.
league games so far this season as well.
And we forget, I mean, obviously... You know, it's months ago since the start of the Premier League season, but Chelsea tried to sign him as soon as he I think he scored against Chelsea early in the season.
Though, a bit Scott Parker winning the Player of the Year when he was at Charlton and they went down. Like, you know, when a team's just useless, so he just stands out a little bit more.
I think he's so good. I saw comments somewhere on Twitter that he'd start for any of the top six. I don't know about that, but there's an argument he'd start for Chelsea.
He'd be in every squad of the top six.
Yeah, there's a world he starts for
I
City.
think he'd start a lot of games for us. For Liverpool, I know Big Six were kind of territory we moved.
Calvin Phillips wasn't trusted to start against Sheffield United in the FA Cup semi-final.
Lavia's a better footballer, though.
Exactly. Right? So Lavia would have started against Sheffield United for Man City. That's the level he's at, in my opinion. I think Guardiola would see. I think the big thing is people talk about his physicality, which is absolutely unbelievable. He's very, very quick in midfield, but then the way he sprays balls around, the way he passes it simple. This guy is fantastic. Unbelievable. I'd love to sign him back for 40 million quid, please. What a deal that'd be.
Have we left anybody out?
There's no one that comes to mind in terms of...
I know Alex Moreno, for me, he's obviously a 29-year-old man. But I think he's been very good for Villa since he came in.
Rookie, so Premier League rookie in the sense of his
first
debut season.
Matoma. Ooh.
Has he got the age category is different, I guess. But yeah, you're right about him as well.
How did we forget about Matoma, actually?
Yeah, Caicedo.
Ooh, is it his first season, Caicedo?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Is it? Second season?
It's
second season.
Second season,
he played like 10 games last season. Matoma, it's his first season.
Matoma's first
7
season,
goals, 4 assists. Wait, it's Matoma, right?
I don't know about the age thing. I think we're going to have to define...
It's 25. It's his rookie season.
Right. I'll give it Matoma then.
How old's Lavia?
Yeah, we've got to talk about Erling Haaland, surely.
No. All right, yeah, it's Lavia, but we've spoken about a lot of talented rookies, Premier League rookies.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right on Matoma's age, and we'll go.
Who would you sign for United then? Out of the 5 we named, then the younger ones, who would you sign for United?
We could do with Lavia and Evan Ferguson.
You could do with all of them.
We need a striker. Evan Ferguson could be that. He's just signed a new long-term contract at Brighton, though.
There's one of them that I think if you offered
Lavia
80 for Ferguson tomorrow, they'd still sell him.
I'd go Lavia and
I
Ferguson in 2 seasons.
100%.
So yeah, our rookie of the year is Romeo Lavia. No, wait, yours was?
Yeah, Lavia for me as well. Lavia for me. Unbelievable.
Glad we agreed on that.